What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. It's freezing cold where I am in the United Kingdom, just 2 degrees this morning when I filmed this video, hence we've got the jacket.
Winter is coming.
Alright, thanks for that, Ned.
But winter is coming.
Right, we'll get the script, John. Thanks. But anyway, before we crack on with this video, we're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates. So if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer 2020 window, then make sure you subscribe. It is free. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We smashed past 13,000 subscribers. I'm aiming for 14,000 subscribers. I'm going to be very ambitious. We've got 9 days from now until the transfer deadline day. By the close of play of transfer deadline day, in 9 days' time, I want to be on 14,000 subscribers. So 1,000 subscribers in 9 days. I'm confident we can do that. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. I know that in the last 28 days, 58% of you are not subscribed. So if you aren't, why not? It's free. Make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, aiming for 500 likes, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. So we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the outs first. We're going to speak about Yan Couto. Now, he didn't feature for Manchester City in the Carabao Cup match against Bournemouth. That's because he's been in Spain, in Girona, waiting to sign for them. Well, it's official, signed, sealed, and delivered. He is now a Girona player. He has signed for them on a season-long loan. He's gone and joined Pablo Moreno and Aro Muric out there in Spain. So the best of luck to Yan. Girona's accumulating themselves a very, very good team, a team that's capable of getting them back where they want to be, which is in La Liga. Now, we're going to move on to the ins. The story that we broke yesterday, we did 2 transfer updates, one followed by the other, speaking about Ruben Dias, our new transfer saga to speak about. So, yeah, naturally, we've got a lot of notes here to get through and speak about. So, if you haven't gone and checked out Ruben Dias's transfer update that I did yesterday, I go through this in a lot more detail in yesterday's video, so go and check that out if you haven't already. But quick summary and a little update on what's happened since that video from yesterday. Ruben Dias, he's not been linked with Manchester City in a while, but yesterday he was getting linked back with a move to Manchester City. Now, Ojogo and Record in Portugal were breaking this story. It was being reported by sources close to FC Porto first, but we'll get to that and why that was in just one moment. But it's believed that Benfica are looking for around 60 to 65 million euros. It's been reported in England that a deal worth 50 to 55 million pounds could be enough to get this transfer sorted. Some sources are saying this deal is quite close to being completed. The formalities just need sorting out. But it's believed to be that the clubs, so Benfica and Manchester City, are at an advanced stage with their talks. I am waiting for further clarification on this being the case, but reliable sources, Fabrizio Romano, he's been saying that this story is legitimate. Manchester City are looking at Ruben Dias to try and sign him. They are also having a look at Jules Kounde as well. That's just another area for Manchester City to possibly contemplate and make a move with. City have got 9 days to decide who they want to sign and to get that signing sorted. So things developing very fast. Now, AS over in Spain are reporting that 50 million euros plus Nicolas Otamendi will be Manchester City's bid, and they're hopeful that that may seal the deal. Now, Jack Gorhan, quite reliable with Manchester City transfer news, is saying that Manchester City want to offer £50 million rather than 50 million euros plus Nicolas Otamendi. Now, Otamendi's been linked with a move to FC Porto. That's why sources close at Porto have broke this news first. I saw it yesterday. I didn't think there was much of it. I saw it just at the end of me recording my video, so I thought I won't include that in my transfer update. I'll talk about it today. And then things developed really quickly, and it turned out that Manchester City are interested, and City are planning on making a move. So it's crazy out there. It is completely crazy. What I could accuse Man City of here with 9 days left, we've left it right to the end, is possible desperation here from Manchester City. We know we want a centre-back. We regard Koulibaly and Kounde being, you would think, too expensive for Man City to sign, so we're going for someone that is going to be a cheaper alternative. And sometimes cheaper works out better, sometimes cheaper doesn't always work out to be better. So long term, it remains to be seen. But yeah, with Nicolas Otamendi, apparently Benfica aren't interested in signing him because his wage demands are too high, but Manchester City are insistent that they want Otamendi included as part of this deal. Now, FC Porto want to loan Otamendi because they want Man City to pay half of his wage, so City being shortchanged a little bit here. But apparently Lazio and Inter Milan are interested, and apparently they're permanent transfers as well, apparently being the key word here, for Nicolas Otamendi. So I'd probably have a listen to what Lazio and Inter Milan are proposing before I start saying to Benfica, here, have Otamendi, you must have him or we won't be signing Ruben Dias. Now, it's been reported that Dias is definitely for sale by Benfica. They're struggling financially because of the pandemic and their finances, so ideally they would like Ruben Dias to have been sold for close to 80 million euros. They're going to accept less because they're needing the cash to help sustain their future. Now, Fabrizio Romano has said that in terms of personal terms, City have had personal terms agreed with Koulibaly, with Kounde, and Dias is no different as well. So personal terms, not a problem for Manchester City. It's going to be for Dias a 5-year deal. Apparently that's close to being agreed between the parties and Manchester City. Manchester City are very insistent that they want Otamendi going in the opposite direction. Personal terms for Otamendi to join Benfica may be a problem, so maybe they might loan him. I'm not sure. We'd have to wait and see. But we've had more reliability coming about this morning. Martin Blackburn, who works for The Sun, who is very reliable with Manchester City information, has said that Manchester City and Dias are talking, and City are talking with Benfica. Talks are ongoing, nothing concrete, nothing agreed as of yet, but Manchester City are working on a deal to bring Ruben Dias to the Etihad Stadium. Like I said, 9 days to go in the transfer window. City need to work smart and they need to work quick here. We're running out of time. City want a centre-back. City moving on to their third contingency. Like I said, we've gone from Koulibaly to Kounde, from Kounde to Ruben Dias, okay? So that's where we're at this moment in time. Manchester City working to try and get an affordable option in at centre-back. Ruben Dias, 23 years old, physically a very powerful defender, tall as well, good in the air. Some people have got concerns over pace. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an expert on Ruben Dias because I've not seen him play that much. All I'm judging off is just how he looks. He looks like an absolute unit. Apparently very vocal in the dressing room as well. A good leader on the pitch and in the dressing room. If he is vocal, reminds me a lot of Zach Steffen. He's a very vocal goalkeeper as well. And having more personalities in the dressing room, in my opinion, is really good. It's something Manchester City do lack a little bit with other players having left. Players like Fabian Delph, like Vincent Kompany, vocal players. Players that will lead by example, will tell players off when they need telling off, etc, etc. So it's good to get these voices back in the dressing room. You don't want nobody speaking to each other and having almost robotic, so you wanted a bit of personality there, so City looking to add that, so that is good. Anyone that has seen Ruben Dias, let me know in the comments below what he is like. Now, Jules Kounde update. City are still chasing him, by the way. I'm not expecting it to be 2 signings for Man City. I'm not expecting us to sign both Kounde and Ruben Dias. I think it'll be one or the other. Man City is still assessing the options, and whilst there's nothing agreed with Benfica yet, there could be a breakthrough with Sevilla. And if there's a breakthrough with Sevilla, then City will go for Kounde instead. Okay, so we're waiting to see who we get a breakthrough with first. And it's all about getting that agreement in place with a club, which as of yet has not happened with Benfica, Sevilla or Napoli in terms of Koulibaly. Now, Kounde, AS, not the most reliable sources in Spain, have said that Man City have presented the same offer for Kounde before and after the Super Cup. Sevilla have rejected both advances. Sevilla, they were expecting an offer of around 60 million euros. It's believed that if it gets close to 70 million euros, they would seriously consider selling him. They're at a situation right now where they don't know if they should sell or keep hold of him for 12 months and sell now. They're saying that if they get a higher offer from Manchester City, then they seriously would consider it. But what City are offering at the moment in time, 50 million euro plus 5 million euros in add-ons, isn't enough to get this transfer sorted. City needing to add 10 to 15 million euros onto that transfer to get that sorted, which is roughly around the same fee that Napoli are looking for Koulibaly. That's dragged on for 2 months. That's a video for another time speaking about that. But ESPN, they're saying that Sevilla are still braced for a bigger offer to come in from Manchester City. Man City, though, they're believed to be wanting to pay roughly around 50 to 55 million pounds for a defender, and that simply will not be enough to sign Kounde, but it could well be enough to sign Dias. It'll be interesting if City do go as high as 55 million pound for Dias, and that gets rejected by Benfica, what Manchester City decide to do then. So we'll wait and see. Like I said, ESPN are reporting that Sevilla are waiting 12 months to sell Kounde, but should they get a bigger offer this summer, they would seriously consider selling him. Apparently, though, Kounde, he wants to join Manchester City. He's confident that he could go to City and be in our starting 11, one of the only big clubs that he knows where he knows he'd be guaranteed a starting place. And so The saga goes on with Kounde. Fabrizio Romano has said that Kounde definitely still is on Manchester City's radar. Agreement with the player is still in place, whilst the fee is that high that Sevilla are demanding, which is roughly above 70 million euros for Kounde. City will not agree to that and will not pay that amount. Like I said, City probably willing to pay 50 to 55 million pound. The later this goes on into the window, they're hoping City will get desperate and pay north of 60 million pound. Should that happen, I can imagine Koulibaly and Kounde possibly being made available. So it's hard to keep up. We've got 9 more days. I'll keep you in the loop with that every step of the way. So there we go. That's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 500 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below these transfers. I am always interested in what you do have to say. Also, subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're on the march now towards 14,000 subscribers. 9 days till transfer deadline day, so I'm hoping we can hit 14,000 subscribers by the end of this transfer window. And don't forget also, social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And we'll be back again tomorrow for another daily Manchester City transfer update. We'll also have the link out for the live watch-along game of the Leicester match at home at the Etihad Stadium for tomorrow. I'll have that link out today for you to go and click and set your reminder. Stay tuned for that. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.